Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Las Vegas. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Going bell to bell with the best in professional wrestling news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises from inside the squared circle. Now, let's get to all the exciting pro wrestling action and bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
All right, everybody, what's going on?
Yay!
Wow! It's Las Vegas wrestling time.
Yeah, man. It's Sunday already, huh?
Dude, the time just flies.
It does, man. We are back again, man.
If anybody knew what my work schedule has been like over the past week,
I do.
You all would know why it seems like, well, I haven't left here.
You live here, man.
I pretty much do. Here in my car, apparently. You know, if I didn't have a kid, I may as well just live in it.
You might as well.
You know?
Do it.
I don't think Child Services would appreciate me having my daughter living in a car.
Put her up for adoption.
No. No, I love my kid too much.
Okay.
Oh, 2.5 more weeks. She's back from Germany, thank God.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but hey, I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us. We got the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. The David difference.
Oh, what a difference a Dave makes. I am here to Dave the day and make some magic.
Did you leave the bus at home today?
I don't know, man.
If you hadn't listened to the podcast or checked out our YouTube clips.
Don't. This is how we're going to start it, because I came in today with a clear mindset, like we're just going to be friendly today.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying you kind of ran me over a few times, which is okay. It was fun.
It happens, man. You was in the road.
That is what happens when you stand in the middle of the road.
Yeah, man.
So I'm just checking. I just wanted to know if I needed to, put some shoulder pads on or something like that.
Nah, man. Just maybe a helmet.
Maybe a helmet.
Yeah.
All right,
and
fair
just
enough.
take it, man, like a boss.
Wow.
Take your lumps, Mark. Oh. Hey, you know what's interesting?
What is that, David difference?
Oh, I lost my train of thought. No, last week was a movie, man. It was a great episode, great times, and a great FSW show. If you haven't listened to last week's episode or seen the 14th anniversary FSW show, you can watch it, replay on Fight Plus, and listen to our show, man. It was good stuff, good times.
Yeah, we had a blast, but yeah, lots of fun YouTube clips from last week. Had a fight in the studio.
Oh yeah, there's blood all over the walls.
Man, I'll tell you, it got ugly in here. You just hopped right in the middle of it, by the way.
Somebody had to do something.
Well,
I listened to it back. He's in there. Well, he's calling a play-by-play.
Yeah,
I'm over here trying to keep this studio safe.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Odyssey appreciates that. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Maybe I'll get a bonus.
Doubt it. But we have a terrific show for you. It's the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment today. I got to tell you, I am so excited for today's show. We have two great guests on, and one that I am absolutely thrilled that he's going to be taking the time to join us. He's the man. He is probably, he and his partner Dave Meltzer are probably run the top wrestling news site on the planet.
I thought we did.
Well, we're right there.
Okay. All right.
No, but let's give our props.
Yeah.
I mean, they've only been doing it for 20 plus years.
Iconic, legendary, man.
Brian Alvarez is going to be on the show with us today in the second hour. We are thrilled to have Brian on, so make sure you hang around because, boy, I'll tell you. I mean, how many questions could you ask Alvarez? I mean, we could do a show all day if we wanted to.
Oh yeah, the knowledge, the experience that this man has is incredible, and we can go on and on and on and on. Why don't we just do 2 hours with him?
Well, because there's other stuff we got to talk about.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't know how this works, man.
It's a lot of news. But we're also going to have one of our local guys on today, as we look forward to having Milhouse Malott on the show, who runs PrideStyle.
Yeah.
Local promotion here, and he's got an event coming up on Friday, so we'll look forward to having him on the show as well. He'll be joining us in the last segment of hour number 1. So,
yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I just saw the write-up in the Lost Review Journal. Good stuff, man. I'm looking forward to talking with this cat.
Yeah, and want to give a shout-out to Ricky Tenacious. Had a great time last night at his Loud and Proud show.
Oh, you went?
Yeah, I went.
Yeah.
I drove for 12 hours,
Right.
well, 10 and 2 in here, because I had to produce a show. And then went over to help out and say hi and shake some hands, and got to see one of the most interesting weapons I've ever seen used in professional wrestling history.
Which is?
A bag of Flaming Hot Takis.
Oh, yeah. What kind of damage did that do?
Well, have you ever eaten the Flaming Hot Takis?
Never, not once.
They're not kidding. They're hot. They had some in the vending machine here, and I got a bag one day.
Okay.
And I could only, without a dip or anything like that, I could only do like 10 of them. I'm like, I can't handle this.
What kind of dip would you like with those?
Something to tone it down.
Okay.
There's a lot of spice on those. There's a lot of spice on those Takis.
Okay.
All right. So last night in the main event, and Kid Bandit was taking on Papa Yase for their Papa Yase's Las Vegas title.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the weapons, they took out a bag of Takis.
Oh.
And Kid Bandit.
Is it safe to call it a weapon?
Yeah, you know why?
All right, let's go.
Crumbled up the Takis in her hand.
Okay.
And those spices are like super, super hot.
Yeah, okay.
Rubbed all over her hand, and then rubbed it in Papa Yase's face.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be nice. I missed that.
You missed that. And then, of course, he did it back, and they actually had water bottles and wet wipes to take a second and during the match when they had the chance and, clean their faces off and stuff and hands, because, I mean, that hurts, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they got out the thumbtacks and put Takis down on the mat too. Thumbtacks and Takis.
I love the innovation there, man. Yeah, anything Takis, Flaming Hot Cheetos. I don't think that would be a pleasant experience to have it raked across your eyes or your face.
Yeah, the Takis are like 10 times worse than Flaming Hot Cheetos. So,
I was at the Green Door once, and we actually. Well, I'll say that for the after show.
Wow, unbelievable. Anyway. But I had a great time last night. So thanks to Ricky for having us out and
having you out. I got caught up, and I definitely wanted to go. This would have been my first show. Wanted to go to that, and then I made it a point, and then you're like, I can't make it. I can't
somehow
make it. So I was like,
all right.
Then I got caught up with one thing after another, and then it's like, I'm on my way. Like, you set me up.
I didn't set you up. But anyway,
you played me. You played me.
We also had another interesting happening at FSW, the 14th anniversary show.
Tell me about it.
Danny Limelight's daughter, Lessi. If you haven't seen this clip, all I'm going to tell you is go look it up. Because we had that match with Danny and Bodie Young Prodigy. And Lessi got involved in the match. Danny's daughter's like 7 or 8 years old.
8 years old, Prodigy.
And when I first met her, cute little girl, very nice, very polite, wearing a nice dress for Father's Day. And yeah, she hit Bodie, choked Bodie, and then did a tornado DDT off the top rope on him. It was something. And the funny part about, and when I posted the clip, I said, you kind of have to understand everything that was going on before this, because if you just see the clip, you're like, well, what was the point of that? There's a reason. Danny was trying to be Bodie's daddy and brought his daughter and was torturing Bodie, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to be his daddy. I think he is his daddy.
All right.
And, Father's Day, he gave him that win, man.
So, but wild day at FSW.
I'll tell you, that match kicked off. So can we talk 14th real quick? We got a minute about that?
Yeah, about a minute, yeah.
Okay, so the 14th anniversary show, it went down, and so it kicked off with the Battle Royal, then we went into the No Limits championship match, Bodie versus Danny Limelight. And I'll tell you, that match was like, it just set the bar for the night. Like, and the crowd got into it. And then, I was watching it, and I don't think anybody knew what her role would be. Obviously, she walked out with Danny.
Yeah, I thought that was cute. And then she turned into a little demon.
Yeah, and then I seen her choking Bodie, and I said, hold up. Let me go get a ringside seat for this one.
Yeah.
So, that was magic, man. I heard her towards the end out there hollering, finish him.
Yeah, she was great.
She's a savage.
She was great. So, I was taking pictures with some of the female wrestlers and holding on to Viva Van's belt and all that neat stuff. And Kid's got a future.
Yeah, so much happened, man. We had title changes. We got cash in the case. Like, it was just a magical night, man. Go back, watch that fight. Plus, like, you will not be disappointed with that.
Nope, you will not. Well, now, in the meantime, in some of our other major promotions, of course, WWE, the Bloodline saga continues, David. And I'm a little bit surprised. We're getting the Usos against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa at Money in the Bank here next week. I thought they were going to hold that match off, but no siree, Bob. They threw it down, and the boys are going to face off here in 2 weeks. You a little surprised that's happening so fast?
No, I was surprised when they kind of squashed the whole Bloodline that fast. You know, I mean, I guess not fast, right? It's been building up, but no, I'm not surprised. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for that. But I've been hearing a lot that, I mean, obviously there's a lot to this family, that there may be some other people popping in the mix.
Oh yeah, like whom?
Well, I don't know. I've seen numerous names. I don't want to speculate too much, but I mean, there's a lot of options that could jump out there, right?
Like whom?
Everybody.
Like Jacob Fatu?
Ah, yeah. I saw that. I saw Juicy for now. I see it's limitless. I don't know. There's a lot of options that can happen there. Right?
There's many Samoans out there in that little clan.
Yeah, I would like to see almost like an NWO style takeover with the family, man.
I still think that if you put Roman with Cody and made like a double bloodline kind of thing, Cody's bloodline and Roman's bloodline, and tied those two guys together, had Cody go heel and drive everybody crazy. Holy cow.
Cody who?
Cody who?
Well, you talk about bloodline. Who's he going to bring?
Who's Cody Rhodes going to bring?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got his brother out there. He's got his wife. I mean,
that's not much of a squad.
But you combine with Roman.
Oh, so they join up.
Yeah, so it's so like you have two bloodlines combining into one.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be very cool. So these guys bail out and we just put all the royalty together.
Well, that's that's a great example of why Mark doesn't book shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make any money. Nah. Not a chance.
I mean, it'd be interesting. Well, yeah, especially with the beef, right, going on, or I mean, it could lead to a lot of stuff. That's what I like. Is there's a lot of open-ended things going on that could happen, and so I welcome that idea from you, Mark. I'm sorry again, man.
Thanks.
Let's get on the right path.
There you go. I'm on the right path. You keep wrecking the car. Stop grabbing the wheel, man. I'll tell you, David Difference, everybody.
Well, don't make me out to be the bad guy.
You are the heel. In this scenario, you are the heel.
Don't do that, Mark.
Oh, my God.
You don't want to do that, Mark.
All right. Popcorn on a pole match.
Yeah. Future Shock next week, Saturday. Let's go.
I need a little time to train. I mean, not that I couldn't handle you, but I prefer to be in a little better shape if I make a wrestling debut.
All right. Well,
get a little education.
Yeah. I recommend. Well, you made the challenge. How you going to make the challenge and say I need time to get ready and get educated? Don't make the challenge, Mark.
Fine. I'll just
stay in your booth.
That's all right.
Stay in your booth.
God. Oh, man.
I know. Look, it's just me and you here, man. So let's just get along. Let's be friendly. Let's be friends, man. We're super friends. You dissed me yesterday. I'm going to let that go.
Who are you? Which super friend are you?
The David Difference.
Are you Marvin?
I don't even know. Is that the dog?
No. I see. I was nice. I didn't call you the dog.
Well, who's Marvin?
Marvin and Wendy. They own the dog.
Never heard of them.
See, how can you say you're a Super Friends guy? You can't pull the Super Friends if you don't know the Super Friends.
I watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
Like those guys were irrelevant to me. But I'm talking about you and I, Mark.
All right.
I ain't talking about cartoons, man. We're talking about grown adult stuff, professional wrestling.
Yeah, you can't say Super Friends to me without diving into that little pool of water.
Yeah, that was my show. The Hall of Justice.
Yeah.
Is that what? Yeah.
Yeah, you had to. I'm talking the earlier versions of the Super Friends.
Oh, back in the 40s when you was
Stop it. Oh, my God. We're going to a break. When we come back.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Ron Simmons in there. Hey, when we come back, we got a whole lot more. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff happening in AEW. And we got a pay-per-view tonight and another one on Saturday coming up. Yeah. Busy week in pro wrestling.
Yeah, man.
So stick around for more on the Mark Hoke Show. It's the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. We'll be right back. The Mark Hoke Show is proud to announce our partnership with pro wrestling's premier charity, the Cauliflower Alley Club. For nearly 60 years, the CAC has stood strong, assisting members of the wrestling industry in their times of need. Please join us in supporting the Cauliflower Alley Club by becoming a member for just $25 a year or make an individual donation today. Go to caulifloweralleyclub.org and give back to the people that have brought us so much entertainment and joy in pro wrestling. Once again, that's caulifloweralleyclub.org.
Infinite Wellness can help you achieve your goals and look and feel your best. Our regenerative medicine clinic utilizes stem cell and exome therapy. We also have a comprehensive weight loss program and numerous other services you can find on our website at infinitewellness.info. We're located at 8925 West Post Road, Suite 100, right across from IKEA. You can book your appointment today by calling us at 702-842-2244 or find us on social media at infinitewellness.lv. We'd love to be a part of your journey.
101.5 FM KDAWN. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we're back on the Mark Hoke Show. That's right, the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. Coming at you live on KDAWN 101.5 FM. We are the talk of Las Vegas. The Odyssey app, planetary-wide. Maybe even on other planets, depending on how good their internet is.
Right. That's yet to be discovered.
Yeah. Who knows?
I'm the David Difference. I like that intro, man. It really shines you up there.
Thanks.
You the guy. You the guy, man. Don't let them forget about me, please.
Absolutely.
I'm here.
Well, we have 2 pay-per-views coming up this weekend. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, we've got Milhouse Malott from PrideStyle coming up here next segment. And then, of course, Brian Alvarez is going to be joining us from Wrestling Observer. Going to be a fun show.
Stacked.
Loaded to the gills.
Yep.
So don't forget to stick around for all that.
And also keep in mind, next week, man, we're going to start live streaming.
Hopefully.
Yeah, no, we doing it, man. We live streaming on YouTube. Tune in, man. You're going to see me in my suit, looking fitted, suited, and booted. We're going to live stream on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
As long as everything's all good. We're actually kind of doing a little test right now, so.
What? You sound optimistic about this, or like it ain't going to happen.
No, I'm just cautious.
What's the best that could happen, Mark?
Well, everything's fine.
There we go.
That's what we're working on.
Let's run with that, dude.
There you go. But, of course, coming up tonight, AEW's got Forbidden Door. And, of course, if you don't know a lot about this card, this is where a lot of the stars from New Japan come over and face off with a lot of the AEW stars. So this show has been sold out for months and was a big seller last year, ton of pay-per-view buys, and would expect nothing less tonight as we get ready for Forbidden Door coming at you. I mean, this is going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, that's going to be up in Toronto. Toronto's getting a lot of wrestling the last couple of days, man.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they keep them busy. Got that episode of Collision, and now they get Forbidden Door, so good for them. Just the Blue Jays can keep losing. That's fine with me. But otherwise, it's all good. No offense to our fans in Toronto. But a lot of interesting matches tonight. And, I have to say that I've been keyed up for the first 2 they announced right away. We get Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay in another big rematch.
Yeah. So you saw the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't. I was just watching the hype show here, and I gotta watch that one first. But I'm excited to see what they pull out tonight.
Yeah.
Is there a watch party out here in Vegas somewhere?
I don't know. Unfortunately, they were shown in the movie theaters, and nobody's showing it this time around. So
maybe the nerd.
Yeah, somebody's got it somewhere. I might end up watching the replay tonight, but it should be a lot of fun. I mean, that one's going to be an absolute war, and then this dream match. And I can't stress to everybody enough that if you want to see, boy, you can really get in a debate about this on where these 2 guys rank in terms of the best professional wrestlers in the world right now. Bryan Danielson is taking on Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker. People have been dying for that match. This is one that this is part of the reason that Danielson left WWE, because they wouldn't work with New Japan. And he wanted to work with some of these guys. And now he gets the match that he has been dying to get probably for a decade. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. If you want to see what probably will be one of the best matches you'll ever see, and I'm just going to say it right now, Bryan Danielson and Okada is going to steal the show tonight. I can't wait for this one. You know, two of the best in the world. You know, a lot of people have said Okada's the best. Period. And I think that's interesting. You know, you have a guy like Bryan Danielson who I think legitimately has that same claim. And to see these guys in a match tonight, David, I think this is going to be something very, very special.
Well, you got me hyped on it. I know that a lot of people are excited talking about it and just want to see, like, that's the thing is, like, who knows what they're going to do, but you know it's going to be a great match, right?
Absolutely. So this one's going to be pretty special to say the least. And, of course, just stars all over the card here. Jungle Boy's actually getting a shot at the IWGP World Championship.
I see that.
He's going to taking on Sonata, and Sonata, who had so many tries to win that title from Okada and finally got it. So he's going to get Jungle Boy. And, you know, I think a lot of people are a little surprised about that matchup, that we're going to see Jungle Boy wrestling for the IWGP Championship. But, you know, look, Jack's been wrestling pretty well. And I have a feeling he's going to go bad. I think Jungle Boy is just dropping hints. And I don't know if it's just me, but when he's on TV, him being nice just doesn't seem natural. You know what I mean? When he gets those moments where he can be a jerk, he's really good at it. So I'm almost wondering if we're going to, at some point, see a heel turn here out of the Jungle Boy.
I see that. What do you see as Hook's involvement with that? Like, he's turning on him, or?
You know, that would make sense.
Okay.
That would be all right.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Yeah, sure. Evolution. I see. I see they're like gearing them up, man, for next level championship. So I mean, this is a step in the right direction, and I think that a little tweak of that character would do him some good.
Yeah, I think it would too. I think he's in a little bit of a rut. Just, I mean, not nothing bad, but I think it would do him. I think it would do a lot of good for his career too, to make a little switch and try something different. Punk's going to be wrestling tonight. He's taking on Kojima in the first round of the Owen Hart Cup tournament. Orange Cassidy's got a 4-way tonight, and he's got Zack Sabre Jr. in there. And if you've never seen Zack Sabre Jr., he was on there last year, and boy, I'll tell you, Zack Sabre Jr. is something special too. So you'll get to see him this evening. And one I'm excited about, and they just kind of tacked this one on, but this is one that locally, and actually our guest coming up, Brian Alvarez, has got to be pretty thrilled about. Filthy Tom Lawler is going to be on this card, David Difference. He's taking on Adam Cole.
Is he? I'm looking at the.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, he just attacked Adam Cole.
Yeah,
it was him and Royce Isaacs, I believe.
Yeah.
So Team Filthy on AEW. How about that?
Yeah, that's interesting, man. And that was Alvarez's tag team partner. They partnered up.
Oh, they have, yeah, and they obviously do a show together too. So yeah. But we've seen Tom a lot here. In Las Vegas.
FSW and FSW.
Yeah, and FSW.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Yeah, I just realized that. I was just looking at the flyers here and was like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, so that one's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, it's just a star-studded card the whole way. MJF is taking on Tanahashi, and MJF has been trying to dodge this match for God knows how long now. But yeah, that'll be a fun one too. So if you haven't seen the Japanese stars and a lot of the guys from New Japan, this is going to be a great chance to do it. There's pretty much every top star is going to be on there. They just got Naito on the card, and Ishii's on there. I mean, just it's loaded. And yeah, I think that's part of the fun of this, is that for people that don't necessarily follow New Japan very tightly, or just watch WWF or WWE, excuse me.
Damn.
You've never really gotten to see these guys except on Forbidden Door, and then they have made occasional appearances on AEW. So, this is a good opportunity to kind of up your wrestling IQ a little bit and see what New Japan's all about.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not up on it, and I'm excited about this one because I want to learn. I want to learn, and I've heard a lot of great things. Again, situations I don't get into it, but I'm excited. I'm going to watch tonight.
Yeah,
let's say that.
Of course, Kenny Omega and the Rainmaker have had match of the years a couple of times. I mean, those two guys, when they get together, it's just unbelievable too. So this is going to be a lot of fun with Forbidden Door tonight, and from sold out in Toronto. So that should be a terrific evening for everybody there. Then we move on to this Saturday at noon. That's right. You've got premium live event at noon as WWE Money in the Bank is coming up.
Now we talking.
So that card, pretty interesting, David, and I want to get your thoughts on, first, we already talked about the Bloodline and Usos match, but the men's match, I want to go there first.
Okay, break it down. Give me the card on this one.
So, here's your card. The two Money in the Bank matches.
Yeah.
Men's matches: Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul, who found his way into this. The women's match is Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus. We have Cody Rhodes against Dominic Mysterio. And Dominic calling Cody a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Seth Rollins takes on Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. We get Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, of course, and that's for the women's tag team title. Of course, Liv and Raquel lost those titles via forfeit because Liv got hurt, but she made it back pretty fast. So they're going to wrestle for the tag titles tonight. And by the way, Ronda Rousey and Baszler took the NXT titles away from Fire and Dawn, so goodbye NXT women's tag team titles. They're now unified.
Next week, July 1st.
Yep. On Saturday.
Oh, you said tonight.
No. I said, no, it's on Saturday.
You just said tonight.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to.
If I did, I apologize.
No, don't apologize, man. It happens.
And then we got Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa taking on the Usos. So the men's match, and this is the one that I think is the most interesting one, because so many people think that LA Knight is going over tonight and is going to get that case and head into torturing Seth Rollins for a while, and LA is really over. Do you think that there's any chance that one of those other guys could be walking out with that Money in the Bank case? Could we get a little swerve on him?
You never know, but I mean, looking at it, I don't see where any of the other ones would go that would draw money.
You don't think Logan Paul would draw money if he had the Money in the Bank case?
Maybe from a heat standpoint, but like he gets one of those heats where it's like, he's pretty talented, man. But no, I hope not. I definitely hope not.
Well, it's not a matter of hope. It's a matter of, is it a possibility?
Oh, in this business, anything's a possibility. I think he's going to add some interesting dynamics to the match, but I'm going LA Knight all day, every day.
Yeah, we would certainly love to see that. So LA Knight, definitely the favorite on that, going into that. The women's match, this one's pretty interesting too. There's some, I think there's more possibilities on the women's match. I really do. Once again, Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus. And to be honest with you, I could see 4 or 5 of them walking out with this thing.
Who do you think is 100% not going to win this thing?
Zelina Vega is probably not going to win it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think that's a pretty fair statement. But after that, they've been pumping Trish like crazy. That would be interesting. Io has been getting a great push. Bayley and, Bayley's been kind of messing things up for Io, but wouldn't be a bad thing to have Bayley running around with the Money in the Bank case. Zoe Stark would be an interesting possibility.
I could see that. Like, she's definitely got it, and I think something like that could, just throw her into all kinds of interesting storylines.
Especially being with Trish.
Yeah.
But I would probably lean towards Trish getting it before Zoe.
You think?
Yeah.
I think Trish is just there to help out this thing. So maybe Zoe gets it and then bashes Trish and, there you got a big match.
That's a possibility, I suppose. And Becky Lynch, of course, certainly a possibility to win this thing tonight. But
next Saturday.
Dang, I said tonight again. Sorry, there you did. Yeah, next Saturday. But so pretty intriguing women's Money in the Bank match, I think, this evening. There on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
I love it, Mark. Yeah. No, I think they got some great shows coming up, and I mean this is just another one. Money in the Bank is always one of my favorite, and those matches they just always take it to the next level. But I mean the card's stacked here. I mean, and we got the Bloodline on there.
Yep, sure do.
Come on, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I wish it was tonight. I mean, but we got the other one, Forbidden Door, so I'll be patient.
All right, I'll try and be patient too.
Yeah.
Just line them up. Go back to back.
Right.
Why not?
Yeah, maybe I'll have a watch party, man. Tonight, Forbidden Door, come to the Dave Cave. I'm cooking steaks. We're going to have some nachos, fajitas. Yeah, and then we'll watch the pay-per-view. So DM me for an invite code, special code.
Special code?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a code.
What the hell is that code?
Well, it's special.
Is it like lava lamp?
Lava lamps.
Pina colada?
I thought we was gonna be nice to each other, Mark.
I am.
Well, you're making jokes about my domicile.
I've never been over to your place, and I've seen pictures.
What does that mean, man? That's a good thing.
I've seen some pictures.
Ask Ricky Bobby, man. She'll tell you it's a beautiful place of serenity and peace.
Fair enough. Well, let's head to break, and when we come back, we're going to be back on with Milhouse Malott from PrideStyle Wrestling. And, of course, Brian Alvarez coming up in the second hour. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back on the Mark Hoke Show on KDAWN. If you're looking for an award-winning dining experience at outstanding prices, look no further than Unique Eats. Whether it's their incredible breakfast platters, amazing pastas and sandwiches, or world-renowned pizzas, celebrity chef Dominic Tedesco will have you covered. Check out their coffee and smoothie bar, vegetarian options, catering, and top-flight service. Visit Unique Eats today at 3100 South Durango, Suite 100. Call 702-992-3038 or go to uniqueeatslv.com, and we'll see you all at Unique Eats.
101.5 FM KDAWN. You're listening to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Vegas, The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Now, here again is Mark Hoke.
And we are back again on the Mark Hoke Show, another segment going into the books here. I'm Mark Hoke, along with David Difference, the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment here on 101.5 FM KDAWN in Las Vegas. David?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got to lay off that mic, bud. You're grabbing the mic.
Yeah, man. I'm authoritative. What do you want me to do? Just let it hang and wobble?
That's why.
Hang and wobble?
Yes, let it hang and wobble.
Nah, I got my own style, man. What do you do? That's what you do. You do what you do.
That's what these things that hold the mics in place are for. It's really amazing how that works.
I thought we was gonna do Super Friends this week.
We are. I'm just trying to help.
It ain't.
I'm trying to help.
Well, tighten your headphones. They're a little loose.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to help.
Well, thank you, Mark. As a friend would. Thank you.
Yes, that's
right,
what I do.
Keep my hands off it.
Oh my God! You know what? To heck with this. We're gonna get our guest on the show, and I gotta tell you, big event coming up here on Friday the 30th. Should be a lot of fun.
Violence Diversified 2.
With a name like that, how could you not want to go?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
Tell me about it.
So, of course, this is going to be a presentation from PrideStyle Pro Wrestling. Going to be down at the Vegas Theater. Doors open at 7. Card kicks off at 7:30, and we are very excited to have Milhouse Malott on the show. Welcome. How are you doing, bud?
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you guys bringing me on today.
There he is.
Absolutely. We are thrilled to have you on. Now, first question I want to ask is, for people that don't know anything about PrideStyle, tell everybody a little bit about your promotion and what you're all about.
Okay, cool. Awesome. The first thing I would say is hello, guys, gals, non-binary pals. This is PrideStyle Pro Wrestling. We are the inclusive pro wrestling base here at the West Coast right now. We've been running out of Las Vegas since December of 2021. with a major focus on creating a safe space platform for both LGBTQIA members and as well as any minority performer in general at PrideStyle. We really focused on creating a platform and a place where the best professional wrestlers, regardless of any of their identifications, be it sexual, gender, etc., can come and wrestle the best other professional wrestlers in the industry out here on the West Coast right now.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. So how are things going for you? You've been running for a couple of years now. What's happening with the promotion? Have we seen a lot of growth? What's going on there?
Oh, it's just been one step after another. It feels like it's been a snowball running downhill this whole time. It's been so amazing to see the way that the Las Vegas wrestling scene and the Las Vegas wrestling fans have just really latched on to what we're doing and growing. We started over with Versus Pro Wrestling in the Boulevard Mall last year, or at the end of 2021, actually. And, it's really just been going nonstop since then. We've now found ourselves with a home in the Arts District over at the Vegas Theater Company, which just want to give them a great shout out for giving us such a amazing place to really build as our own and feel that we're involved and appreciated so much and just create this safe space for everybody in Vegas. It's been so cool seeing that. We've had the opportunity to run shows in San Francisco at the Emporium. We've gone up to Seattle to run shows, down in San Diego, and it sounds like there's some plans to be heading down soon to Phoenix and out to Los Angeles before too long.
Nice.
That's awesome. But so what has been the appeal for PrideStyle? I mean, obviously you're hitting some major cities and, working with the LGBT community. Do you feel like you've really hit a chord here?
I definitely do. And we've been talking about this lately of what is it about PrideStyle that when you come to PrideStyle feels so fun and unique? And I think it's that ability to release and let go. Sometimes the unfortunate truth is, for some people in the world today, you don't always get to speak your voice the loudest that it can be. Whether that be because you're queer or a person of color, or whatever the reason is, sometimes your voice isn't allowed to be as full as it can be. And PrideStyle is an environment where when you come, you can fully express yourself, whether that's yelling, obscene things at the bad guys that you just can't stand to see out there, or just going wild for the people that you love. You get to be the most fully unhinged version of yourself when you're at PrideStyle. And I think the talent feel that, which creates such a amazing opportunity for them and a great show, but also for the fans to come and just really let loose, have a good time, grab a $5 beer, and just have a blast at the show.
That doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, no, I think that's magical. I went to a couple of shows down there on Fremont. And it was definitely like from the show itself into the crowd. It's like it's just a different feel, man. It's a good energy happening down there. I loved it.
Yeah, we have a tight little venue. It's awesome. The Vegas Theater Company it keeps us close, and it has such an intimate feel where we have about 150 people in the building usually off and on. And I think it's just that electric environment atmosphere from being so close to the ring, and it's a unique thing when you go to a WWE show. You're so far away from the ring. It's an awesome show. It's a huge production, but I think sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect. And at PrideStyle, you get to be right up close and personal with the ring. When things are exploding, you get to slap the ring and be excited, and then when intermission comes, your favorite wrestlers are just an arm's reach away, and you get to really experience a more intimate look at the industry that I don't think you always get to experience when you go to like a big AEW show.
No, that's magical. That's magical. And I love the graphic design, like the look, the feel of the branding that you've put together. Like it's magical, man. So tell me this, what has been the biggest challenge? Like taking it from the idea stage to where it is now, what has been some of the biggest challenges you've had to face?
Oh, man, it's been such a fluid growing process because I actually was training to become a professional wrestler. I was injured, and that's kind of where the PrideStyle idea, it stemmed from, was I really wanted to still be involved with the industry, but I also just wasn't physically able to be involved at the time. And that's what PrideStyle grew out of, and it's been such a process of learning, just a business. This was an idea of creating a platform for queer minority wrestlers and just like trying to elevate them. And as an idea, that's awesome, but when you start getting into the execution of it and having to find sponsors and buildings that support the idea and what we're doing, it was a challenge. It's been so awesome to see the support we've gotten from the community, but it's also been a challenge to see some of the pushback that we've gotten from the local community of, not everyone wants to hold a intergender or all-inclusive promotion. Not everyone is into that idea. So sometimes it's been an uphill battle. Sandra Moon is our champion. She has a defense coming up on the 30th in a Spotlight Scramble against 5 of Vegas's most impressive competitors, and G Sharp, Bodie Young Prodigy, Can't Stop Jamal, Papayasse. It's a crazy match, and of course Jay Vidal. That's the biggest that she's ever had her card, stacked against her. But I think we've proven over this last year with her title run that women or non-binary people, anyone, as long as you're a talented and gritty professional wrestler, you can be the champion of PrideStyle. And I think that's been the uphill battle. It's been proving that Sandra Moon and other wrestlers are just as tough as everyone else.
Yeah, no, I see that, and, coming from her background, like I've watched her for many years, and I think that she's really found her home there at PrideStyle.
Oh, absolutely. She has taken that championship in our brand, and she has been a true champion of what we do for this last. And that's in and out of the ring. She's carried herself with just such poise and such, championship spirit that it's been awesome seeing it. Now, we just approached yesterday was actually the 1-year anniversary of her winning that title. So we're coming up on about 366 days of her being champion. It's coming up on now.
Nice.
I think Bodie should get it. I'm rooting for Bodie. After what happened to him the other night, I want Bodie to win that title.
Limelight in them, he had his moment, and then Faction came out and ruined it. The kid he's tough, he's strong, he's determined, and I think now that he's had a taste, he's probably hungrier than I've ever seen him.
Yeah, it's going to be something else. I wanted to ask you about what happened on AEW the other night with Anthony Bowens. And, of course, Anthony is openly gay. And when they were cutting a promo in there, and the woman in there was trying to hit on him, and he said, "Hey, I'm gay," and the crowd started chanting and everything else. What went through your mind about that? Because it's gotten a major reaction in the LGBTQ community.
It's cool. I like to see how full circle things are becoming with how openly accepted everything is, and how it's no longer a punchline in the way that, ha ha, this is a queer wrestler. Now it's like, ha ha, didn't you know part of their identity? You fool, you didn't know this? And I think that, getting to see these things come around full circle and have more fun, and the crowd get to be part of these things. A great example, last night at Big Valley Wrestling Show here in town, there was a painted rainbow door that got a big gay door chant from the crowd that rocked the arena. And I think that seeing these things in this open expression of who we are and just to be in the spotlight and so openly is just an amazing thing for the community.
Awesome. And I got about 20 seconds. I want to give you a chance. You said you had an announcement to make, too.
Yeah, on July 29th is our follow-up show to our big June 30th show, and we're actually going to go ahead and do what's called Love is Blind. It'll be our first annual event, complete mystery card. You have to show up to see who's going to be there, who's defending what titles, and how it's all breaking down. All
right, so check it out, PrideStyle Wrestling, all over the internet. You'll find it. Milhouse Malott, thank you for coming on the show. We do appreciate it, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much for having me.
You got it. So there you go, Milhouse Malott from PrideStyle. And that's going to wrap up the hour. When we come back, David Difference, Brian Alvarez from Wrestling Observer is going to be on the show.
Yay!
So stick around. We got a whole lot more coming for you on the Mark Hoke Show. We'll be right back. Want more of the Mark Hoke Show? Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show. Like us on Facebook at The Mark Hoke Show, and visit markhokeshow.com to keep up with everything happening with the show. And remember to check out all of our archive shows on YouTube at The Mark Hoke Show, and download our podcasts at markhokeshow.podbean.com and all your favorite podcast outlets. So join The Mark Hoke Show family today, and thanks for listening.